the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense will come out first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Arkin. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt. At Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Grab behind the line. It's Arkin. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making... This breaking tackle, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Oh, they're after him! And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Arkin. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Altmaier. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly. Wipe. The turnover. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They're going to test the right side with this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out. And what's going to be a...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. That's caught. It's Marsh. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air. It's Childs. Dumps it to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. Touchdown to Illini. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Back to pass. It's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's McCray. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Bears the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst. Touchdown, Spartans!
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado State rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Canvas Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
On the run, it's Valentine. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Arkin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air, it's Altmaier. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. He's open on the right. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your... First and goal.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for a man, it's Childs. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Man, a defender missed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. On the move, it's Valentine. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the 1st down, not a huge game, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that 1st down and keep the sticks moving.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the head, complete pass.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Michigan State is a bit of a renovation project, but Jonathan Smith did a great job with that at his alma mater in Corvallis, and there is optimism that he's on the right path in East Lansing.
And I think that it's a proud program. And the go green, go white. There's fans all across the country. They know they can be good, and it wasn't that long ago, Palmer. They were fighting other Big Ten teams for recognition, and they want to get back to that spot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people constantly overlook Jonathan Smith, too. I think he played with a chip on his shoulder back at Oregon State. I think he coaches with one as well, and I think the rest of his team kind of takes on that identity. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to play smart. They're going to be a hard out.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking the field?
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Grab near the marker. It's Sanders. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Touchdown, Illinois! Fired in from the red zone for the score. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Child. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle. It's Mark. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula. All levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sparty. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Makes the catch. It's Dixon. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Altmaier. The screen, he's got wheels. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Valentine. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Back to pass. It's complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got it in the middle with Sanders. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Trying to barrel in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown Illini! Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Illinois.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football.
Turning it on! Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well. The sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
QBs, when they see these zones, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That should be the final play of the first half. Looking to throw. Here's the heat. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans are flying down the field. Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Is incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Ready to fire from the pistol. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Got the quick pass. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run it with the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man to the left. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll try to run for it. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
To the air. It's Childs. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Dixon. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Looking for a push on 4th down. Spins away from the defense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There he goes! It's as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quick timeout by the defense. They're trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. And they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Kelly. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something new.
Backs going for the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
36.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field, and they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard jet. Breaks into the open. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. They've got the screen set up. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown, Illinois. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Fires to the tight end. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball.
Here we go. Right. Black 14. Black 14.
Hand off from the shotgun. Running into the open space. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Turning it on! And they're able to get him down.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting a pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
The play action fake. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
The give to the tailback. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you...
Touchdown, Spartans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. To the air, it's Childs. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, and watch out. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Sparty! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize. capitalize by scoring a touchdown, so they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds his man. It's Valentine. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Makes the catch. It's Dixon.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed